Hey everyone, my name is Mars, like the planet, and this is Housewarmin. Me and my partner have just purchased our very first home, so if you're interested in design, homemaking, and figuring it all out, make sure you subscribe. Today I'm going to be looking at my Albany Park sofa and how it has held up over the past year, so let's get into it. Hey everyone, editing me here. I do not know why I keep lying and saying that it's been over a year. It has not. I got this sofa back in September, so it's been about a little over 6 months, not a year. So the title is correct, not what I'm saying, so ignore that. So I've had this sofa, armchair, and ottoman for a little over a year, and the most asked question is always about this sofa. People are always wondering about Albany Park, how my sofa is holding up. So I thought, it's been a year, let's see how this thing is holding up. You can obviously see it in the background right now, but let's go back to the first day that we got this sofa. Now, the reason why I initially picked it because I had a horrible experience getting a sofa from Ashley Furniture, not to call anybody out, but I stumbled upon Albany Park actually from an Instagram ad. I went out on a whim. They actually had the sofa that I liked. They had the style that I liked. I love the walnut legs that they have. I love the mid-century modern shape. And I also love the color. The rust color was right up my alley, and it was also velvet. I decided to go out on a whim and I decided to order from this company I had never heard of before, and the sofa came in less than a week. With the panorama, supply chain issues are affecting absolutely everybody. I know people who have waited almost a year for furniture to come in. So for me to get this sofa in less than a week was absolutely crazy and mind blown, and they had me sold. I absolutely continue to keep ordering from them. Like I said, I have a sofa, I have an ottoman, I have a chair, and I even purchased a second sofa from them, which is upstairs. If you're interested in seeing the original videos of me getting this sofa, I will definitely link them down below. Now let's get into the question. So the first question says, where is this sofa from? Now, I always get this question from people who come to my home, from people who see pictures of it. This sofa, if you cannot tell by the title of this video, is from Albany Park. Albany Park, if you do not know, is a Black-owned furniture company. They specialize in sofas, ottomans, chairs, love seats, and things like that that come in 3 different collections. Now, I have the Albany collection down here, and I have the Kova collection upstairs. I will not be talking about that sofa upstairs because we just got it, so I don't want to give my full review on it yet. But spoiler alert, we love all of our things from Albany Park. Now, like I said, they ship really, really fast, and also I got free shipping from them, and they also have deals all of the time. The second person asked, how is it holding up? They've had mixed reviews. Now, like I said, I am not being paid at all to talk about Albany Park. They do not know I exist. This video is not sponsored at all. I use my hard-earned money to pay for all of this that you see right now. But I will say that if you have any problems with your sofa, with your furniture, with anything like that, contact Albany Park. Do not leave me comments about you had a bad experience. I can't do anything to help you. All I can do is talk about my own experiences. You need to take that up with their customer service. Now, I will say that our sofa and our chair are definitely holding up. After a year, the cushions do not feel like they've sunk. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. I can still sit on the sofa for hours. My butt is not hurting or anything like that. I feel like the legs are not digging into the floors, scratching up the floors or anything like that. I also think too that the design is really nice, so it doesn't seem to slide apart or move around a lot or anything. So I definitely think it is holding up well. I definitely will give it 5 out of 5 stars for the way that it's holding up. I know a lot of sofas after a while can get super sunk in and they look dirty and messy and grimy, things like that. And so after a year, this is none of the sort with this sofa. The next person says, do you find this sofa comfy and easy to clean? So piggybacking off of my last thing, it is very comfy. I've had people of all shapes and sizes sit on this sofa, sleep on this sofa, lean against this sofa, and everyone seems to be super, super comfortable. I think that it can handle quite a good amount of weight. And I also think that it is definitely comfortable enough to sleep on. My brother was sleeping on it one day and he definitely was, knocked out. But I also think that it is super easy to clean. All of the sofas are reversible, as well as they have a zipper part in the back cushions as well as the bottom cushions. So you can definitely take all of the covers off and wash them if you do get a super big stain on it. Now, we've never had like a crazy red wine stain or anything like that, but we've had staining that is super easy to wipe off with a paper towel. And if it is something super serious, you can just get like a carpet cleaner brush and just scrub it right out. And like I said, the sofa does come with reversible sides, which I really, really like. Now, say you do get a stain that you're not able to get out, you can always flip the cushion over. A lot of sofas cut corners by not having reversible cushions. So the other side is usually like black and it's a different type of material that's supposed to go on the inside of the sofa. But I do like that all of the cushions are reversible. With the cushions being reversible, I do find that you can see right here that this sofa right here is kind of sagging a little bit and it doesn't look as firm. I can easily go up to it, flip it around, and it'll look just as firm as the day that I got it. The next person says, I found your channel researching Albany Park. What do you think of them? First of all, thank you so much for watching my videos. I like to make them as informative as possible. And if you're not subscribed, girl, what are you doing? Subscribe. But all in all, I do think that Albany Park is a great company. I think that since they're a smaller company, they're able to cater to their clients, or not clients, their customers a little bit more. I also think that supporting a Black-owned business and a small business is always the way to go. Instead of going through a big box store like an Ashley Furniture or a Target or something like this way you can get something that maybe not everybody has and not everybody has heard of before. Whereas if you bought something from Ashley Furniture, millions of people have the exact same sofa as you. So it's a little bit more bespoke if you do like their style. I have mentioned before that Albany Park only has 3 collections. They have the Cova collection, the Park collection, and the Albany collection. They do not drop new furniture. They're not like Wayfair or anything like that where they're constantly dropping furniture. They only have a set collection. So if you do not like anything that you see on Albany Park, then you're probably not gonna find anything in the future because they're never dropping new furniture. You get what you get, basically. Also, I think that their pricing is pretty fair. They also have free shipping as well as also offering deals all of the time. I think I paid about $1,200 for this sofa, and I definitely think that it was worth it. I think that for the time that it got to me, the ease that it was put together, the shape, the style, the way that it's held up, I definitely think that it was worth the investment. And I know that some sofas can be up to $3 grand, $4 grand. So I think this was a really good steal for this type of sofa, this bigger sofa, this larger sofa, as well as the chair and the ottoman. The ottoman does not come with the sofa. You do have to buy it separately, but I still think it's a good investment. I still think that ottomans count as extra seating as well as a footrest. I can also take this ottoman and pair it with the chair or pair it with the sofa. If you're wondering what the ottoman is, I'm sitting on it right now, but you can also pair it with the sofa or the chair, or we can move it around when we have parties for extra seating. So as far as pricing goes, as far as the company goes, as far as the selection goes, I definitely like Albany Park. I do think that they are a company that I recommend. Now, if y'all use that clip to make a commercial, y'all better pay me, Albany Park. I'm watching y'all. Y'all better sponsor me. The last question says, how are the cushions? Now, like I've alluded to before, they are reversible. You can also take off the covers and wash them. They are very comfortable. As a plus size 5'10" woman, I will say that these have held up pretty nicely over the past year. I know some cushions can end up being flat like pancakes after a while, and these are not the sort at all. I think constantly flipping them over and things like that, you can see that this has a pretty good density. Is density the word? I don't know, but it's not just like a flat pancake. I do appreciate that. You can also see in the chair right here, it is definitely held up. The arms and everything, they're not bent or sunken in or anything like that. And the only thing that you can see that might look untidy is, once again, the cushion I mentioned before that it can easily be flipped over. Look, I'm gonna show you right quick. So see, look, I easily flipped it over. It looks nice, it looks taut, it looks wonderful all over again. It looks basically brand new, and I do this all of the time. But I think that is an easy way to maintain the sofa, to make it look nice. I am 5'10" and I can easily sit on it. I don't feel like a giant sitting on it. I can easily sit in this chair and be comfortable and not feel like I'm spilling out of it or anything like that. And that was super important to me. I've definitely sat on sofas before where my legs were just like spilling out onto the ground and I could not get comfortable. I also felt like there was not enough room between the bottom of the sofa and my back. I felt like I was like hunched over almost, if that makes sense. This feels like enough room. I can sit back, I can relax, I can lay down, I can curl up with a good book, and I do not feel uncomfortable after 2 or 3 hours sitting on the sofa. So if you cannot tell by now, I absolutely still love our sofa. I love the color of it. I love the style of it. I love the way that it's held up after a year. So thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, if you have any more questions about the sofa, about Albany Park, please leave them down below. I'm just a soul lonely person on the internet, so please do all of your research before buying from any company. But I post new videos every single Wednesday, so I will see you guys next week. Bye.